Hello, I'm Nancy Plants. Welcome to another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are coming back, a return viewer, well, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you what I ate / prepped in a day. So I'm going to start my day with some leftovers. This is some leftover curry. I'm going to put some of it away for a lunch for tomorrow, and the other half I heated up and I'm pouring it over these mung bean threads. These are really cool. You just soak them in hot water for like 5 minutes. And I'm gonna hang out with my new spider friend. He's kind of cute. And have some coffee. I had 3 cups of coffee on this day. And as my cat runs up the stairs, I'm gonna eat my noodles. And for lunch, I'm gonna do a little bit of food prep. So I'm starting out by sauteing some onions or some garlic salt in there, some cumin, and I'm also going to be adding some chili powder. And what I'm making here is like refried black beans, basically. I'm adding a little turmeric. I just like to sneak that in my diet. I'm perimenopausal. I just do what I can. And also, some paprika. Yeah, and then I'm gonna add in the black beans in a little while, but I wanna get some color in these onions. So I'm gonna cover them up, saute them for a little while till they get nice and brown, and then I can add in my black beans. Now that my onions are nice and browned, I'm gonna add in my black beans. I'm also gonna add in, this is like soaking broth from when I soaked some soy curls. Yeah, it's a lot. And I'm adding some water. I really try to like utilize every little scrap, every little thing around my house when I cook, so I don't waste any food. So the soaking broth from soy curls, that has good flavor in it. So I saved it, and it's in here. So after I cook this for a while, I'm just gonna mash it a little with the potato masher. These won't be super creamy, but they'll be good. So now I'm gonna do a little food prep. I got this idea from High Carb Hannah. She does like a lot of weight loss type recipes. Weight loss is not really on my list, but I like her recipes because they're easy and simple and they're like good for food prep. So I'm just doing some corn tortillas. I'm putting a little bit of vegan cheese. She did not use this because again, that's probably not good for weight loss. And she used flour tortillas in her thing. I'll see if I can find the recipe and like link it in the description. Give her some credit. And I'm just gonna put these refried beans on top. Okay. I know you might not know what I'm doing here, but just wait. It's a great idea. So now that the refried beans are on each tortilla, I'm gonna grab another corn tortilla and just put it over the top and sort of smoosh it down. So what these are gonna be are like bean-filled like quesadillas, and I'm gonna freeze these. And then when I want to make one, I can just take it directly out of the freezer, heat it up on a pan, get it nice and brown, and you got like this really nice prepared delicious thing. I'll show you what it will look like later. But right now, I'm gonna stick these into the freezer on my sheet pan, and once they've kind of frozen solid, I can put them into like a plastic bag. So I reserved a little bit of the black beans to make my lunch. I'm just gonna make the exact same thing that I just made, but I'm gonna eat it this time instead of sticking it in my freezer. Know why I sprayed it with this canola oil spray, but I guess whatever, it's fine. just gonna kind of heat up this tortilla concoction, cover it up to melt the cheese. Just once it's browned on both sides, I'm gonna make a second one, because I think a good portion size is 2. To have with it, I have some salsa that I zhuzhed up with some avocado and some red onion and some diced up fresh jalapeno. This was my lunch. It was super tasty. Now, I wanted to have like a fancy drink, so I made these turmeric ginger ice cubes a few days before, and I'm just reheating them, or thawing them out, I guess, with some hot water. And I'm going to have like a, I don't know, a homemade soft drink, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it, but you'll see. So I'm gonna add in some sugar. You could not add sugar, but it probably wouldn't taste that good. So this is ginger, turmeric, and citrus. So I had some lemon and some mandarin orange juice blended together, a little bit of water to get it blended, and then I made ice cubes with it. So now I'm just gonna pour this over some water with some ice in it, and it kind of looks like Mountain Dew or something, but it doesn't taste like Mountain Dew, but it tasted good. And my tortilla things are frozen, so I put them into bags, and I also had some veggie burgers in the freezer that I'm putting away. And all this is gonna go into the freezer. I also cut up some watermelon later in the day. I had a big watermelon that was kind of going skanky, and I needed to freeze it. And now I can't open my freezer. There we go. So I cut it all up, and I'm freezing it so I can put it into baggies later for smoothies. And I'm gonna just struggle here, and then pretend that I didn't struggle, as you will see. Oh my god, everything's perfect, and I'm just gonna put this away in the freezer. Movie magic. This is some leftover rice pudding that I had, and I'm gonna add some raspberry jam to it to give it a little extra flavor. I was just a little hungry in the afternoon, so I decided to have a snack. So I used about half of these Greek chickpeas from Trader Joe's in a salad, and the other half are gonna go in with these roasting vegetables. And this was my dinner. I had the Greek chickpeas with tofu feta, olives, tomatoes, cucumbers, pumpkin seeds. I think it was on a bed of kale. I don't remember. And then after that, I had some homemade bread. I toasted it, and then I admired my handsome boy. And then later, the roasted vegetables were all done. These weren't really for a meal. They were just a food prep, but I did try them out and snack on them. So there's potatoes, carrots, beets, those little chickpeas roasted, and that was all pretty tasty. And I'm gonna put that into my fridge and use that for some meals for the next couple of days. So yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. I hope that you interact with it in some way. That really helps the channel. I am hoping to reach my next milestone of 500 subscribers, which doesn't sound like much, and it isn't if you subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I don't have anything else to say. You're cool. All right.